First, Charles Benson and Shannon Sims are the moderators for tonight's debate. They lead our team coverage with some highlights.
Let's get right to it. We saw an interesting exchange of Q&A between Tony Evers and Matt Flynn.
They also disagreed, Flynn, on what to do with Foxconn. Listen.
Can the people of Wisconsin count on you to treat them with respect?
Nobody in this panel has served in the military except me, so I'm going to tell you this real quick. The people that have attacked me from the elite in the Democratic Party, our enemy is Act 10, corrupt government and poisoned water. I have substantial litigation experience. You have no commercial litigation experience. Isn't it true that what you are doing is simply repeating what you were told by somebody else?
No, it's obvious what the issues are. The issues are it's a horrible deal.
Madison Mayor Paul SOGLIN was asked how he would respond if the Wisconsin National Guard was asked to help with border control.
If the governor is asked to call upon to help in a situation to secure the border, are you going to let that happen?
I'm going to tell him to go talk to Governor Christie. It's not going to happen on my watch in the state of Wisconsin. We have more important things to do, and we are not aligning this state with Donald Trump.
Mitchell is president of the Professional Firefighters Union. He was asked about Act 10.
Act 10 is actually Janus on steroids. So yes, I would repeal Act 10. But we can't get into the argument about Act 10 and every other worker. I want to work for every worker in this state, because if we get into Act 10, then we're actually playing right in Governor Walker's lane. And that's what he loves, and that's what he wants. And I will not do that.
Now, racial disparities came up. Mike McCabe responded.
We have to aspire as a state to erase the words working poor from our vocabulary. Do away with that phrase, and that means a living wage for every worker, and health care for all, debt-free education for our young people.
Kelda Roys wants to eliminate the 27-year-old program known as the school voucher program.
So if they're in elementary school, 5th grade, if they're in high school, they can graduate. We are going to not disrupt anyone or take anybody out of school. That's the responsible way to do it. We can't disrupt families, but we also have to stop sending our public taxpayer dollars to these private, unaccountable black box schools.
Now, Kathleen VINEHOU leaned on her own experience in her closing arguments.
My father dug ditches and finished cement for a living. I really wanted to go to college, and he didn't want to sign my financial aid papers because he thought the college would be wasted on a girl, which is why it's so important to me that we have free tuition for 2-year and tech colleges.
And finally, Josh PADE talked about bringing back progressive ideas.
Things like reworking our tax code so that it works for the middle class, having regular refundable tax credits that work to eliminate child poverty.
And the primary is August 14th.